Okay, welcome. It's very rare that you have traffic coming by, but you do right now, so it's quite rare. This place is so quiet. So, yeah, in some way I'm kind of like nervous about committing to doing a video every day for the next year. However, maybe I will. Maybe I will. So, I'm going to do one every day for as long as I possibly can. It's a good challenge. All right. So, what were we going to talk about here? Oh, I forgot to bring my bottle. I wanted to talk about this incredible gold that I have managed to create using just light, using a laser. And it is giving me incredible peace. And something that I'm about to embark upon is I'm going to do I think like a mix between a dry fast and a water only fast. But instead of the water, I'm just going to be taking like small amounts of the gold, little bits of water maybe here and there. But I feel a real calling. Every time I eat now, my body's just saying like, why? Every time. I brought some food with me. I knew I was going to do a big fast, and I brought some food, and every time I eat, I feel a bit sick, to be totally honest. So I feel like my body is just crying out. It's just saying like, please, just give it a break for a while. And I also feel like the gold combined with fasting is going to be really, really interesting. So that's something I'm going to I'll share that over the coming days. The gold is something that a lot of people, I think in the world, in the coming future, are going to start to become aware of. It's very different to what's being created out there right now, using electrolysis, which is an electrical current passed through the water and the gold and another point of current. And basically, they put sodium citrate in the water, and then it can have off byproducts that are not very wholesome, which is actually where colloidal gold has got negative press from. It's the same way that colloidal silver, if it's not prepared properly, has had negative press. It's funny that you don't hear negative press about all the pharmaceuticals that are prepared properly and kill millions of people every year. But so yeah, my dream is like for that big Harma to just, there may be like a tiny amount of decent pharmaceuticals out there that actually do solve problems, but the majority of it is just toxic and causes chaos in people's lives, and I think has a whole other world going on there with the pharmakia. Like a black magic that happens when people start taking them, and the amount of people on antidepressants, I'm just like, oh my god. So in the early 1900s, they had gold, the kind of like poorest form of gold was being given to alcoholics, and it had an amazing success rate. And guess who came in and got rid of that? But the Rockefellers, and they brought in the AA, which is interesting, isn't it? Because the AA has so many people saved and helped across the globe, yet they are addicts for life, and they have to continue going to their meetings or their addictions come flying back. Yet could this be that their body is just so poisoned and so malnourished? Like all the nutrients have been stripped from the soil, the food, the poisons are so rampant and have been for so long now. No wonder people turn to alcoholism and drugs and addiction and the depravity that's going on in the world. So what I've noticed is when you take the gold, it gives you something that is very hard to describe. We actually produce gold in our urine, in our breast milk and semen in very small quantities. And oh, beautiful smell of fire there. Oh, it's so nice. I don't know where it's coming from, but God, that's nice. Oh, I hear music down there. It's coming from down there. Oh, they're camping down there. Huh. All these lovely little spots. They're kind of hidden away. Guys, this is how we're meant to be living. This is literally it. This is what I'm seeing for the future. We're taking back the land. We're taking back the forests. We're going to get it. Don't even ask me how. I've been giving predictions on crypto. I was at one point very close to a millionaire. I lost it all overnight. What an amazing experience. Spirit had different plans for me. And I know that all of that is going to come back in a very real way. And I think if people are willing to listen to the signs and go deep within, you'll be guided. It's going to happen, a lot of it through crypto, believe it or not, because that's just the medium that is being used. And it's so sad that so many people have been, terrified away from it, because I think that was the plan all along. Because I think, look, it's a broad topic. I'll go into that another time. That's not for this video. This video is about the gold, and I'm also going to be creating other nanoparticles and experiencing them. It's quite a tricky area because they make everything challenging. So the way it is now, I'm doing it, I'm making them. If people want to purchase them for like experimental use only, that's fine. Other than that, I can't really claim anything except for my own personal experience. Oh my God, there's another little one here. And look, there's loads of people there now. Bloody hell. Actually, I better stop looking at the cars because some people get weird about regs, don't they? Why is that again? I can't remember why. Because they're on the run from the cops. So, let's have a think. What was the next thing? Yes, so when I first took the gold, I've been going through a lot over the last 2 years, but nothing can take me down, and I'll tell you that for a fact. Whatever is thrown in my direction is only going to make me stronger. We're all being challenged. There's people that are being absolutely tormented. The directed energy weapons that they're using to start all of these fires all over the world. If you don't believe all this stuff, follow the tracks of these fires. Look at the planning dimension of what's going on. So every single fire nearly has a direct correlation with smart cities, railways, mining contracts. Look at what happens after the fires. They come in, they say, oh, this is toxic now, you can't rebuild. So sorry, we're building a 15-minute city down the road. If you fancy, I can sell you an apartment with no parking because you don't need a car. You're going to be irradiated to pieces in these places. I've gone back home to my family in Galway and I was getting fried. My son, one night came in, he could barely breathe. So right now I'm just all about solutions. So the gold is unbelievable. It's going to be one of the greatest gifts. It is the greatest gift to humanity. One of my missions now is to get it out to as many people so they can research it for themselves, and also show people how to make it is going to be a big part, because that's something I'm going to embark upon. And creating sanctuaries, protected zones. We need to learn how to truly understand potentially what's being used against us so we can combat that technology. So our ancestors, if you look at what the Irish did, they built these round stone towers all around their monasteries. They were harmonic generators, just like the pyramids. They they emitted a beautiful harmonic frequency. So when we're around these trees, that's what we're feeling, and that's what we're kind of resonating with. So basically buildings that have zero steel within their construction. God, I think I'm nearly out of battery now. Sugar. I knew that was going to happen. If it goes out of battery, does the video save? I don't know. Sugar. I was kind of on a roll, wasn't I? I'll just keep going. Right. So yeah, buildings as close to nature as possible. We built a truck. The one big mistake we did was that it was an iron cage, but that wasn't a big mistake when we hit a tree in Wales, because the whole thing collapsed in on itself. So that was good. But if that was just a completely wooden cabin, sheep's wool, I feel like, yeah, the steel, it interrupts with our electromagnetic field. It also, I think, attracts the electromagnetic radiation, or the strange, maybe stuff that they're doing with the ionosphere. It's very hard to know really what. There's so many different theories on what's going on. So I'm not saying I know anything really. I don't know. But what I do know is that I'll never stop until me and my family feel safe, secure, happy, joyful. And yeah, right now we're just being challenged like so many people on the globe. I'm not having it. So that's why I've figured out the gold. That's why also the, oh wow, this guy's just camping out there with a bike in his tent. Isn't that just lovely? Oh, it's so cool, and he's fishing away. Oh man, I just really love seeing people out in nature. Scotland, there's definitely a wholesome. What I noticed since I've been here from Norfolk as well is the air is so much like just cooler, and just you can breathe. It's like a freshness that it's very dead air around the flatlands, and I think the temperature is like it's I don't know. I don't want to speak negative about places because there's so much beauty there, but it's like when I'm here, I just feel this like crispness. It's like everyone has their own taste, but yeah, that's just something I'm picking up on. What else are we going to say? I need to start looking at the camera way more. Okay, yeah, the gold. So the next stage right now is I'm looking at getting more experience into the different nanoparticles like palladium, platinum, iridium, which is like really expensive, nearly $1,000 a gram, and really hard to get in the format I need it. I need it to be like a disc, and it's like impossible to find. So I think I have to forge it myself, which is all great. It's all part of this beautiful journey. Look at this. So beautiful. God, I don't know if that can really pick that up, but okay, we've got 2% left. Okay. might have to talk a bit more now. All right. So what was the next thing? Yeah, I suppose probably just leave it at that. Yeah, 2% battery. Just like, yeah. Okay. Mucha love.